Bob Mason from FX Empire, and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, EOS, Ethereum, and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the moving averages, the MACDs, and the support and resistance levels. It is Saturday, the 25th of July. Looking at Bitcoin against the dollar and the daily candlesticks, range bound start to the morning. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid a pullback through the pivot at 9558. Support around at the first major resistance level, sitting at 96.46. Support from the broader market to break back through to 9,600 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, yesterday's high 96.44 and that first major resistance level should cap any upside. Fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level, sitting at 94.71 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should avoid the second major resistance level, sitting at 93.83. Looking at the MACD, pointing to a possible bullish day ahead, so avoiding that pivot will be key. Slight narrowing on the bullish histogram there. On the moving averages, again, supporting a bullish day ahead, though we're not seeing a widening of the 50 from the 100 and 200. So going to need Bitcoin move through to 9,600s to support a breakout on the day. Moving across to EOS against the dollar, slightly bullish start to the day. Going to need to see EOS move through the pivot at 60.67, support around at its first major resistance level that sits at 64.61. Going to need to see support from the broader market for EOS to break back through to 64s, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 65.28 should limit any upside. Failure to break back through that pivot, and we've got the first major support level sitting at 56.05. So barring an extended sell-off on the day, should avoid sub 2.5s. Got the second major support level sitting at 2.5211 to limit any downside. Looking at the MACDs, seeing a narrowing of the histograms and a possible bearish crossover, so going to need to break through that pivot and target a move back through to 264s to prevent a pullback. On the moving averages, we're seeing a slight narrowing of the 50 and the 200 and 100, suggesting a possible breakout. So we're going to need to see a move back through that pivot level to support a breakout on the day. Moving across to Ethereum against the dollar, bullish start to the day. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid a pullback through the pivot at 278.60s to support a run at this first major resistance level, sitting at 288.8. Support from the broader market to break out from yesterday's high, those at 287.8. So barring another Ethereum breakout, that first major resistance level should limit any upside on the day. Fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level sitting at 269.39 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, should avoid sub 260s. Second major support level sits at 259.18. Looking at the MACDs, pointing to another breakout day for Ethereum, so avoiding the pivot level will be key. And looking at the moving averages, we're seeing the 50 widen from the 100 and 200, again supporting a breakout. So avoiding the pivot and a run through that first major resistance level would support a target at 300s in the coming days. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the dollar, slightly bullish start to the day. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP break through the pivot at 2050, however, support around its first major resistance level sitting at 2081. Support from the broader market is going to be needed to break out from that 2050, however, and resistance there. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect yesterday's high at 28.82 and that first major resistance level to cap any upside. Extended rally, and we should see Ripple's XRP target a return to 21s on the day. Failure to break through the pivot would bring the first major support level of 2014 into play. Barring an extended sell-off, however, should see Ripple's XRP avoid second major support level sitting at 1984. Looking at the MACDs, slight narrowing of the bullish histogram, so a move through that pivot is going to be key to support that upward momentum. We are seeing a narrowing of the 50 and the 100 and 200, however, suggestive of a bullish day ahead. So a break back through to 2050 should give Ripple's XRP a run at that first major resistance level and 21s on the day.